Hey.
Hi.
Hi, Sonia. How
Hi,
are you?
Robert. Nice to see you.
This is Paul.
Hi,
Nice
Sonia.
to meet you.
Sonia, why don't you sit down?
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in again. Paul is our customer satisfaction manager, and you'd be working directly with him, and I just wanted him to meet you.
Great, great.
If you could describe yourself, like 4 adjectives, and you gave us the kind of overall picture of you.
Let's see. 4. Okay.
Well, you can take 5.
No.
That works for you.
I have a lot of enthusiasm. I'd say enthusiastic, first of all.
Okay.
A lot of energy, and I'm very loyal. Number 2. Very enthusiastic, very loyal, very, I say dedicated, committed to what I'm doing, you know, whether it's family, friends, where I work.
Good.
And I'd have to say, like, something along the lines of being friendly, kind. Like, I really like to connect with people on a personal level.
What's your, you talked about your strengths. What's your biggest weakness?
Well, in my old job as marketing director, I definitely came in and thought I could do everything. That thing of where you're just working alone. And I had a hard time sort of delegating and working with a group. And I learned that. And that's something that I would hope to bring to this. But, like, I'm trying. Yeah, I'm trying.
So
I still have a little of that, you know what I mean? Like,
So
I'll do
you're
it, you know what I mean?
You're
And
learning
sort of to let go of control and kind of, you know, give it over to other people and work as a group.
So you're learning to work as a team player.
I'm letting go of the know-it-all attitude.
Let me ask you this. You're going to be in the customer service, and that would be really working directly with customers is one,
Right,
but
right.
2, also doing a lot of clerical work. Tell us a little about that. I mean, how do you feel about doing that?
They teach that at Harvard. Did you
Well,
get clerical?
I definitely,
studies?
yeah, I mean, it was definitely, in terms of my experience at Harvard, it was, you know, getting the BA in political science, it was a lot of work. I had to be hyper-organized, you know what I mean?
Again, the Harvard grade.
Right,
You're
right.
very smart, we know that. But
Well,
what
just
about
in,
doing
just in
regular
terms of, like,
clerical, work?
yeah, I definitely, you know, when I was teaching English in Budapest, I temped. I did a lot of that kind of, like, basic, typical clerical work, and I've even done that in my last job. So I feel really competent in terms of clerical work.
What's your biggest accomplishment that you've had, and what would you bring here?
Well, I mean, in a way, like, maybe this isn't the most appropriate thing to say in an interview, because you think I should say, oh, I graduated from Harvard and my degree in political science, you know, and I did this in my other job, and I'm a really hard worker, and that's really important to me, but I definitely would say I think the most important thing is being a good person, being kind, and working well with other people. And, you know, it might sound soft, but that's really what I believe in.
Where do you see yourself in 3 years? Our company is 8 years old.
Right,
and we've been growing quite rapidly. Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
Well, I'd love to do marketing. Like you were saying, you know, I'd be happy starting with clerical, customer relations. I love that. But I'd love to, you know, to go for, you know, being, you know, having a high position in marketing. That's really
Marketing, beck and call.
Yeah, I'd love that. That would be great, you know. But I'm open, like, where I love this company so much that wherever you need me, I would sort of, you know, work my way and hopefully do the best I could do to kind of fulfill whatever needs that you had within the company. I'm very open, actually, because I love the company so much.
Utility player.
Hi, Robert.
Hey. Hi, Jacqueline.
Hi, nice to see you again.
Why don't you sit down? This is
Thank
Paul.
you. Hi, Paul.
Jacqueline.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Pleasure.
to meet you.
Jacqueline, Paul is our customer service manager. And we met, and I thought you were terrific. And I wanted Paul to meet with you and go through your resume and ask you some more questions and stuff
No
like
problem.
that. You could describe yourself in 4 adjectives. What would be those adjectives?
Determined,
Determined,
focused, creative, and dedicated.
dedicated. What's been some of your work situations, your biggest challenge that you've faced?
My biggest challenge would probably be I'm very, very determined sometimes, and sometimes that works for you,
Sure.
and sometimes it can work against you. So sometimes I find myself catching myself, you know, like, be a team player, even though I think that I've taught myself to be a team player.
Well, and how does that usually manifest itself? I mean, are you argumentative, defensive,
Not so much argumentative or defensive, just more, I guess I come in with an abundance of information, like we can do this, we can do that, tons of ideas. And it's not necessarily presented in an arrogant way. It's more just, I guess, a copious amount of information.
Well, there would probably be a fairly considerable amount of clerical work involved in this. Would you have a problem, say, if you were to be filing or doing something like that, just getting to learn the ropes of how we operate here?
To be honest with you, I mean, that might ruffle my feathers a little bit, simply considering where I've come from and my work experience.
But I mean, if it were starting and we had a defined period so that you learned our system, our methodology, and you know, we looked at a quarter or so of doing that and learning that, and then bringing you out and meeting with people. How are you with that?
I mean, initially, I guess that would be something that I would be willing, you know, I'd be flexible in terms of that. But definitely I'm looking for some mobility, upward mobility.
Sure. Where do you see yourself in 3 years?
I'll be 28. In 3 years, I definitely, in addition to I hope to be an executive.
One of the things is just the way it's worked out, that Thursday nights we're here till much later. How are you with staying, you know, a little later on Thursdays?
I have no problem with that. I don't have any children at this point. My family.
Something you'd like, though, in the future?
Yes, definitely later. Maybe in 4 years or so.
You also, let's just kind of off on the side, you do some rock climbing?
Yes, I do. I love rock climbing. It's great. It's a great workout for me. I would be so interested in organizing like a rock climbing event. That'd be
great. We have a few people on our team here who love that. Okay. Jacqueline, why do you want to work here? And what skills do you bring to us? I mean, in a nutshell.
Well, in a nutshell, I love the concept of your company, and I would love to contribute to the marketing strategies. And because I feel that I am a creative person, I would love to contribute in that way.
I thought they were both very, very good, very smart. Both have, I think, just good, nice, upbeat personalities. They're good experience. I like both of them. I have a leaning toward Jacqueline.
Okay. Yeah, because I have to say I was leaning more towards Sonia. No, I thought she was warm. I thought she was certainly a people person. And if we are grooming one of these people to actually go out and make calls to customers, I have to say I was leaning towards Sonia.
Where I think Jacqueline takes it a little bit more was that she did some selling. I think she's very smart, personable, has sold, is very grounded, and is hungry. I felt that they're both very, very good. But I would lean, yes, toward Jacqueline.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my concern is that I've, it's over the 3 years I've put this team together, and I feel like I know them in perhaps ways that you don't, because I work with them much more closely. Yes. I really believe that Sonia is a better fit for the team that we have assembled here. Not that there was anything wrong with Jacqueline. If these two, I mean, on paper, they're equal. If you could point out things that were absolutely put Jacqueline that much higher.
Well, it's not even about that much higher. You know what some of it is? For me, there's a determination, a focusedness. I think that Sonia's energy of our clients right now, she was so over the top, so out there. I think in some ways we need somebody who is very focused, determined, quiet, who does the job and is not as enthusiastic.
I've never heard of enthusiasm being a detriment to a person in terms of sales work and working with people.
Well, sometimes it can, because knowing some of our clients, the enthusiasm can take it over the top. But my read is we go with Jacqueline